3, 2, 1. Nice. Hey everyone, welcome to the Pixel Venture Podcast. I'm Corey.
I'm Jake.
And we got two special guests today. One of them's returning, one is a new contender.
What was that?
I'm doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan and Faith.
Hi guys.
Hey!
Yeah, so it's been a minute since we've actually been able to record. We've just been very busy for the holidays, but we thought when we're coming back, we might as well do a special episode with two really good friends. Also, I just kind of pulled out the mic, and now they're doing this. Why'd you throw that at Jake? They can't see this. This is a visual gag for an audio-based podcast.
Yes. Here you go, Jake. For those of you listening, I've vanished into the void.
All right.
I sent into the void, if you will.
Like
This
my
episode
real
is technically
That
our
motion on
grab
that
bag.
Sounds sexy.
So,
That's so odd.
so Ethan, you've actually watched our show a few times. Have you seen any grab bag episodes?
I have not.
Good.
So, cool. Glad to see that we have a fan. Anyways.
No, I watched a few episodes, but I haven't gotten there yet.
For shame!
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
shit.
That's
To be fair, there's only been like 3?
well, yeah, because we do one every 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't shame him.
Anyways, so I have a list of questions that we asked like last month. I put it out on Instagram. Wow, I'm really good.
You
at
mean
speaking.
last decade? I'm a cool kid.
Yeah, you are, Jake.
Yeah, you
This podcast is going to take hours. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Here, so I got a physical list in front of me actually of all of the questions because my phone was about to die. So we're going to just. You want me to just hop into some of the questions?
Hell
Go
yeah.
for
Yeah,
it.
and then we can kind of like, if we want to go on tangents, we can do that too.
Sure.
So the first question
Great
is,
tangents.
when is the next Ethan episode?
Today.
There
Right
you
now.
go. Perfect.
Get on me.
Someone really liked it apparently.
No.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, Ethan, I argue that the episode that we did is one of my favorites.
Which one?
The one where we talked about Princess Bride.
That was pretty good.
That was...
And like food for the other half.
yeah.
It was so good.
I enjoyed that a lot because not only was it like really good edits on your part. I mean, I've already talked about this before, but it was really good edits on Jake's part, and just in general, the way that the conversation flowed, it was very natural. That's also where the microwave milk rant came from.
Milk.
Tug on udder.
Yep, that was tug on udder.
Tug
yeah.
on udder.
Yeah,
It's
which
so
I don't know.
good.
I don't know if Faith knows what that is. Do you?
Why are you tugging on udders?
Well,
That's my question!
Well,
We're going through this
well,
again.
he had a question.
Yes.
Did they invent cup before tug on udder?
No, it wasn't a question. It was a statement.
Because he was complaining about warm milk.
Because warm milk is wrong.
Because
Well, if you'd never tasted cold milk, what's the problem? You're like,
That's how it is.
Well, cold
naturally.
milk is just like the thing that most people get now.
give me that cow juice.
I'm gonna have it come up in like very wavy font, and have like some like I don't know like like kind of the music on the background. That's a
Cow
good quote.
juice.
That's a good.
You know,
that's
like-
a solid thing.
Cow juice.
We're gonna go to the next question.
So,
so
I'm dead. Goodbye.
ooh, here's a question for us, Jake.
hello?
Are you planning merch for the podcast someday?
I'd invest.
You would invest? We have some ideas.
We have ideas.
T-shirts are easy. Everyone does them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is that we want to make t-shirts that literally have no reason to be sold by us.
we shouldn't spoil what those ideas.
Well, yeah,
are.
we're not going to spoil the ideas, but let's just literally say that if you wear these and you listen to the podcast, they won't make sense.
The only people it will make sense to are the other people who've seen the podcast, and no one else will be able to get like any clue as to like what they're
Tug on
from.
udder needs to be on a shirt.
I do.
Tug on udder
Okay,
needs to be
I
on
can
a
tell you
shirt.
one idea that I had for merch that actually I was going to run by you. You know how we have like our logo?
Mhm.
I wanted to make like a flag, like one of those big flags that you can put on a wall.
You mean like a banner?
Yeah, like a banner type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like charge like maybe $15.
$1,500. Yes, that would be a great idea.
Could be
$100 for our first official piece of merch.
No,
Cute wall
1500.
decor.
1500. Got it.
1500.
Right. Sorry, I lowballed.
Yeah, you really low. This is gonna be some limited time merch, dude.
Yeah, we'll sell it for 5 minutes and see who gets it.
Exactly.
And if we get one sale, that would be.
And if
That's
no
really
one
funny.
buys it, then we have it, and it's worth 15,000.
Oh my god.
Like that cheap version of QVC.
Cheap version of QVC. Well, okay, can we? I just
Did
want
you
to talk
watch that for fun where they dropped them from like $300 to $5 and they're like
Mhm.
5 minutes for this bra that's also a purse.
Yeah, it's like a limited
yeah.
time deal. Here's a tablet that was outdated in 2010. Now it's $4 plus 35 shipping and handling.
Shiplings.
Shipping. Well, okay, because like
my phone.
I've
It's
seen
my
QVC, but
phone.
why are you guys fighting
It
over
is
the
your
phone?
phone.
Because it's
Children,
my phone.
stop.
Dad.
But literally, like QVC is one of those things that you just watch if you have absolutely nothing else to do
Mm-hmm.
and have money to burn. There's no other reason why it would be on TV other than
They're always-
someone is just sitting in front of their TV ordering a bunch of random crap that they just can't use.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So buy our merch.
Yeah, so buy our merch and find uses for it. And
It's
then we'll
better.
put-
It's better than that.
Yeah.
We guarantee.
Yeah, when we sell the flag, if you pick it up, find creative uses for it, and we'll add that to the description of what you can use it for.
Like a dog swaddle.
Exactly, dog swaddle.
Dog swaddle.
We'll put that on. Yeah, so instead of a banner, it's a dog swaddle. Easy.
Yeah, bitches. Anyways.
All right, next question. Best ice cream flavor. There's a right answer.
Whatever it is, it's not the one that you are thinking of.
What the fuck do you mean?
It depends on my mood and the day.
Okay, what's like your normal go-to, Faith?
Let's say Ben & Jerry's fish food. It's a
Mm.
classic.
Fish food.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
What's
that's
fish
good.
food?
It's like chocolate ice cream and it's got like caramel and marshmallow swirls in
Mhm.
it. And it's got these little dark chocolate fish pieces. They look like little fishies. And then it's just and then there's like just little pockets of marshmallow that you'll hit. Just like scoop it up. It's delicious.
That sounds really good, actually.
French
It's
vanilla.
some good shit.
Just French
You
vanilla?
basic.
I'm a basic bitch.
You know what?
Basic.
At least you said French vanilla and not just like
Normal
Right,
vanilla.
regular
classic
vanilla.
No,
He has
normal
class,
vanilla
at
is good,
least.
but French vanilla is a
like-
degree up.
Yeah, because it actually has flavor.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
like
taste like you're
churned
eating
and-
styrofoam.
No, I'm a basic bitch.
Chocolate.
Yeah,
Chocolate.
I'm torn between two that are both very basic.
Mint
Chocolate.
chocolate chip and chocolate.
Chocolate and vanilla.
Mint chocolate
Okay.
Jake,
and
go.
coffee
Oh, that's
Both are really good.
Both are really
Coffee
good.
is like my vanilla. Like
Yeah,
that is like
totally.
my go-to. I will like put on stuff
Yeah.
as like a topping.
I feel like mint chip is like it fluctuates between brands so much.
Yeah, I like it when it's like particularly minty though.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
because
Mint
I
I
was
think
chocolate.
it's just like
Chocolate.
vanilla-y,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah,
Mhm.
because I was going to say like mint chip is my go-to. That's my favorite.
But like
Has to be
I would
good.
say coffee's like a little bit above it. I forget what the like brand is, but there's one that has like campfire coffee flavor.
Hmm?
And it is so weird how like strong it has like a coffee flavor, but it's also like
That sounds so
kind
good.
of smoky too.
And milky.
I'll try to find
Yeah,
it and put it up
It's
right
so
here.
weird.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds
It's
really
so
good.
weird, but it's amazing.
I usually get Breyer's mint chip. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Breyers
Breyer
is
makes good ice cream.
Yeah,
Good
I've
like
been
affordable ice cream.
I've
not
been
like good
burned,
high end.
I've been
Yeah.
burned too often by Cold Stone. So like I
Cold
can't
Stone
get,
Creamery?
I can't get Cold Stone anymore.
My sister actually works there.
Oh, cool. Tell her to make their ice cream better or something.
She does a great job.
I know, but like make their recipes better because I don't like them.
Have you had Jake's ice cream?
Jake's ice cream is great.
Yes.
Jake's ice cream is
I miss it
fantastic.
when they had the store.
Yeah.
They still have it.
Where?
They moved somewhere though. I don't remember where.
No, they
Yeah,
sell
look this up.
commercially now, but they're just commercial.
I could have sworn they like. I know they moved at some point.
They
I
have
don't
a
know
truck. Sometimes they'll bring a truck
Oh,
My
that
out.
might
older
be
sister
it.
used
But
to
they
work for
won't-
them.
if. Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are really good. I still go for Breyer's. Breyer's is really good.
Yeah.
Breyer's
I
is
used to
good.
go to Hayward's a lot, and then I went to King Cone. In
Oh, King Kong.
King's
Yeah.
Cone is good.
yeah, that's Merrimack, right?
Yeah,
I-
they're
yeah.
Yeah.
really. We
Where
had
is it?
to go. It's
It
good.
is cheap ice cream, and they stack it like a mile high.
It is. It's
Like a
It's-
small is not a small.
A
It
small
is
is about.
It's a small cup with a stack that's like 3 times the
Yeah,
size.
I would say it's about a foot
and then you get
long
a
of
chocolate
ice cream.
dipped, and it's like
Yeah.
That's good.
foot
Like-
long of ice cream, and it's only like $5.
Like, watch the faces of the people who order the large, because it is even bigger than they expect it to be.
I tried to split.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
pictures.
I've gotten a
It's-
large with friends before, and like it was 3 people, we couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family used to go. We get like the cheap hot dogs and tacos, and
Yeah.
get the ice cream.
My family goes
Yeah.
there for like 4th of July. Like, we'll get ice
Yeah.
cream there.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
the first time I ever
It's
went there, it was I was just having like a horrible day, and one of my friends was like, "You need ice cream. Come with me. I'm taking you to my favorite spot." And I went there, and we just got like a ton of ice cream. It was so good, just so good.
Yeah.
It's just like that basic soft serve that they put.
Yeah,
But, like, it's still soft serve.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a basic soft serve, but the
Soft
thing
serve's
is that
so good. Okay,
it's
question.
cheap. Yeah,
Question. Soft serve or standard?
Soft serve.
I'm cool with both.
Again, it depends on the mood.
Okay.
Some
I feel like
things-
soft serve is one of those things where it's like if I'm looking for something that's not too heavy with the flavors.
Yeah, like I
'Cause,
just want
like-
a little like
vanilla and-
chocolate twist.
Yeah, the vanilla chocolate swirl with
little
like some
chocolate dip.
sprinkles.
or sprinkles or something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like the
those
chocolate
usually
dip,
work.
but then it's just like a river
Yeah.
cascading down my hands.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Honestly, like, man, I could talk about ice cream for a very
The
long
real
time.
question is cup or cone?
Cone.
Cone.
I
Thank
eat
you.
the cone.
What
Cone.
kind of cone?
Waffle.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
waffle
Yes.
cone is good.
Why would you get
Thank
anything
you.
else?
It is
There
the
are
supreme.
people who vouch for like the sugar cone.
Why would
No, the ranking is waffle, sugar, and then like that cardboard shit.
the cardboard shit is not worth it.
Sugar cones can. But
I-
the thing is, the sugar cone.
I'd
It's
rather
like
get a
either a
cup
cardboard
over
shit
a
or it is a
cardboard.
sugar cone. There is no in between.
Okay, but like the thing is, with,
Waffle cone is consistent. No matter
yeah,
where you
the
go, it
only
is a
thing that
waffle
sucks
cone.
about waffle cones is that they always charge extra.
That's
I don't
annoying.
care.
But I don't
Yeah,
really care.
yeah.
It's like
It's
50
worth
cents
it.
or $1.
Yeah, no, that's like it's just a strictly better experience. So yeah, that's what I recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish all sugar cones were like drumsticks where they had little chocolate nugget at the bottom.
That
Oh, yeah.
okay.
You know?
That's literally the
Well-
reason why I would get those like the freezer boxes.
There's a
Yes.
reason why.
Ice cream companies, if you're listening, take your waffle cones, hit them with that shit, hit them with the chocolate sauce, and cool.
Yeah, well,
Then
put
give
it
it to me.
inside.
Not only does
No,
it,
I mean on the inside.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
it like in the bottom.
not
Give
only
it to me.
does
I'll
it
eat
taste
all that.
better, but that prevents any kind of leakage at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
does.
Because then you have
That is
that
like
chocolate
why they
casing.
do it.
Create a seal.
So listen, do it. No question, just do it. I need it in my
Hey,
life.
Briars,
So
Baskin
I can
Robbins, if you
steal
guys
it
want to
from
sponsor us and give us free ice cream, do it. We'll talk about your ice cream more.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would love to.
Send me like 10 pints of your birthday cake one, and we'll be happy.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Also, like, okay, that's one rant I gotta go on real quick.
Oswald agrees.
Yeah, oh yeah, Oswald is a giant stuffed owl that's just hanging out next to Faith.
Well, that's another piece of art you have to make.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Don't worry.
Just make Oswald's
Yo.
face.
I'm just gonna take a realistic picture of an owl and put googly eyes on it.
Do
So
it.
what's the rant?
So, why the fuck is there a birthday cake flavor when birthday cakes can be any flavor?
Because it's
That's the
sacred.
point.
It's colorful.
I know it's supposed to be colorful and everything, but the thing is that birthday cake ice cream just tastes like the golden like cake, like the
Yeah.
regular one. But you can get a chocolate cake, you can get marble, you can get like red
Pineapple
velvet.
upside down.
But
If
that's
that was an
like-
ice cream, I would gag.
I would.
Sherbet would be
Eat it.
great.
But like-
Ice cream,
Oh,
I
like a
would
pina
gag.
colada
But-
sherbet.
But
Yeah.
I've had that before.
Is it
but-
good?
Yes, it's really good.
But
I had it
birthday-
in Florida, but yeah.
But birthday cake is already arbitrary. Personally, for my birthday, I get an ice cream cake, so I don't fucking care.
So it's just, wait,
I
it's
don't
just like
fucking care.
a birthday cake ice cream flavor. It just tastes like ice cream.
Dude, I get an ice cream cake from Brewster's, and I'm fucking happy.
Dude, Brewster's ice cream cakes are really good.
That's a point.
Exactly.
Cotton
Yeah.
candy explosion from Brewster's.
I haven't had that one.
Good. It's cotton candy ice cream with Pop Tarts.
Ooh,
It's pretty good.
yeah. I had what was the one that I had it was called like Dino something. It had cookies and stuff in it.
Oh yeah, like those little
Yeah, I
cups.
know what you're
Yeah.
talking
Like
about.
they do the mud too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I know it's
Oreos.
I know it's like a kids thing, but I usually get it because like I don't need too much ice cream, but it has like a
Yeah,
nice
it's like
little
a
mix
good
of things.
size.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Damn. We talked about ice cream longer than I thought
So
we
what's
would.
the next question, Corey?
Next question. All right, let's do a switch. Which your Netflix series is out? Opinions? Put up a tally. There's a tally for you.
So,
You...
I'm Count me out, man. I'm not caught up.
I've
Corey.
only watched a few episodes.
What do you think of the few episodes you watched?
I watched up to 3.
Alright, that is me and Jake who've actually finished it the entire way.
I feel like if anything, if you guys can give like a non-spoiler kind of like your opinion pieces on it, that would work really well.
We
Yeah.
toss a coin to it.
I agree. Toss a coin to it.
We
Dude,
toss a coin
that
to
song slaps harder
That is a
than it
fucking
needs
bomb.
to.
I have a friend who actually doesn't like it. I'm like, how?
it. You know who else doesn't like it?
What?
Fucking Ryan.
How does Ryan?
Ryan does
Ryan!
not like it.
Ryan, get on the podcast and defend yourself.
I sent it to him. I told him to tell me it's not a bop. He told me it's not a bop.
And then he sent like 50 anime themes like, these are bops.
Yeah.
He goes like this.
He sent me Maple Story Music Jazz Edition.
Seriously?
And that's a bop to him? He doesn't have
Yeah.
actual taste.
Maple.
Ryan. I love you.
You're in trouble.
Daddy's got a belt and alcohol in his breath. He's searching. Watch out when you come back here in the summer. Your ass is mine.
So anyway, we toss a coin to our
Oh,
Witcher.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more in depth when Corey finally gets
Also-
his priority straight.
I'll try
actually,
to. It's so
actually,
busy.
Jake, one question that's not a spoiler.
Okay.
Best character.
Just from the compilations I've seen.
Yeah, skier.
Picks it for me.
Best character... In terms of acting? Because there's a lot of characters... There's a lot of actors who I think did a fantastic job, but I don't like their portrayals.
Let me put it this way: I haven't played any of the Witcher games. I haven't read the books, so
Okay.
I have no background about these characters outside of what
Okay.
I've seen. So I'm curious because you actually have more experience with the entire Witcher franchise over me.
I will say I've heard praises about Henry Cavill. Like
He does have a lot of
Emperor.
praises, but I
Who-
will say...
wait, which character is Henry Cavill?
Geralt.
Geralt, main character.
I would say, like, he does a great portrayal, but he's not my Geralt, if that makes
I do
sense.
like his
Yeah,
voice.
I get
He
that.
does get the voice, like,
I like his
perfect
voice a
to the
lot.
game.
So gravelly.
My favorite character would probably have to be Renfrey from the first episode.
That's fair.
I do really like Renfrey.
No, that's actually
From her
totally
portrayal to, like, how they, like, build up her character, I really liked Renfrey.
That is actually completely fair.
And that is, like, the least spoilery character ever, because it's literally the first episode.
Yeah. Personally, yes, Gare.
That's also fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Some of the quotes he has are just I actually want to find a way to use them in real life
I would say...
because they're just so funny. I love his
Wait,
character.
was
way
that
he
the
does
guy that I horribly pronounced when we were?
Yes.
earlier?
Yeah.
Cool.
it. His name is Yaskier.
I would
Zeskir.
say...
Yeah, scare.
Yaskir.
Like Russian, like German, yeah, and then scare.
Yaskir. Oh, the guy
Yas-
where it's just like,
Are
are
you
you
pa-
short of him?
Perhaps are you short of
Yeah.
a marble? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Yaskier.
What I would say, I think he is the most faithful to the games in the books. I would say, in my opinion.
So he's just jokey like that.
He's jokey.
He is the stereotypical bard.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna love that.
Yeah.
Love that character.
Like, to me, Geralt, as much as I love Henry Cavill as a person and as an actor...
It's so fucking weird that he played
He-
Superman in the shitty movies, and now he's
like,
this.
to me, he's too buff to be Geralt, because Geralt is never described as being, like, muscular. He's more of, like, a lean fighter. Like, he's strong, but he's, like, scrappier. And there are, like, actually huge Witchers, like, in the games and in the story.
Yeah.
So, like, for him to be, like, the baseline is kind of, like, extreme.
That's fair. Like a physical portrayal, he is very fit and very.
Oh, he is.
Well,
and he
I
looks
showed you-
amazing on screen.
Yeah, I showed
Yeah.
you the video about him, how he purposely dehydrated himself so that his skin would hold tighter to his muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he looks like the super soldier that Witchers are, but, like, to me, like, the in-game portrayals are, like, what I see as, like, Geralt.
Yeah, where he's fit, but not like.
He's
Yeah.
fit in tone, but
He's
lean.
fit and super toned, but he's, like,
Lean.
relatively, like, thin compared to Henry Cavill.
Yeah, no, that's actually totally fair.
But yeah, that's just me.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I honestly, for someone who hasn't read the books, I heard there's like a certain discrepancy in the book that irked my brother to no end.
Which parts? There's been, like, a number of parts.
Well, I mean, there's one in particular. There are some discrepancies, but I didn't really mind them until this very specific episode.
Mhm.
If you read the book, the portrayal that they went with is more what people would imagine when they talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not how the book describes it.
Mhm.
And my brother actually almost turned off the TV.
Oh, really? Do you remember what it was?
Because I can't say
You have
except
to
to spoil
whisper
it.
Secrets.
Yeah.
I'll like censor that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
My brother
that is
was
where like a lot of
irked.
complaints. There's complaints with
Especially with the way the combat was handled there. It's not how it's handled in the books. My brother explained to me how it's handled in the books. And he was like, this is dumb. This is way worse.
I feel
would
like
much rather like to see other
If
books
anything,
portrayed.
it might have been like a change for it to be a bit more cinematic.
Here's the thing, the way the book's described from my brother said, it would have been just as cinematic. It just was a choice. They went for a far more standardized choice. But not necessarily it was faithful to the book. It was just a bit more standardized, but it wasn't bad. I would never have noticed. I still enjoyed the episode.
Exactly. And what, like, my take on the Witcher Netflix series, it is an amazing series. It just isn't completely faithful. It's like its own standalone thing.
Yes,
If it gets you
but
into
it is really close.
if it gets you into the universe, that's fantastic.
That's
But,
what
like,
it's supposed to do.
Be prepared to like relearn a couple of things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think like we're lucky to be in an era where like things as far as like games and literature, like they're being taken a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Because like you see success with like a film like Detective Pikachu and like the upcoming Sonic movie, and then you have the Witcher Netflix series. You have Castlevania, the animated series, which
Yep.
I don't know if you've gotten to see it, Ethan.
Not.
Beautiful animation, absolutely stunning.
I've heard good things.
It's like anime inspired, but also like leans a bit more towards Airbender, like Avatar. I love it. It's gory, it's violent, it's Castlevania to a T, and it's just seeing so much love for these properties now by people who are legitimately passionate. Because like Henry Cavill, he plays like what was the game like you were talking about?
Good roll.
Well, no, 'cause-
Henry Cavill
Superman.
plays. Are you talking about like him as a person?
yeah, him as a person.
Well, he's played The Witcher a ton, and he's played a lot of Gwent. And there's the fun fact that when he was being like cast as Superman, he almost missed like the call to like his acceptance as Superman because he was in the middle of a raid in World of Warcraft.
Like
Like he's
That's
he
really
is
funny.
a current
Yeah.
player of the game, not like one of the people it's like, oh yeah, I played it like 10 years ago. Like no, he's still going.
yeah, and you have like people like him who are juggernauts in the Hollywood space, who are able to take that love for just games as a medium and translate that to their work.
And one more Henry Cavill fact, 'cause I don't think I've told you. In an interview, he was asked PlayStation or Xbox, and he said PC.
That's fair.
Yeah,
It wasn't given as an option,
yeah,
but he answered.
PlayStation,
Yeah.
PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
Yeah.
It's an answer, and it's
Yeah.
a fair one at that.
Yeah,
You can also say Nintendo, and that's also fair.
you could, yeah. I just like that he kind of like broke out of that, and it's like, yeah, PC.
yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly, I'm just excited to see how the series goes for me because
Yeah.
like I've enjoyed it thoroughly so far.
I think you would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably watch an episode at least. We could just watch the first episode
The
together.
first episode is fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I don't fall asleep after
Oh,
That's
you
fair.
won't.
yeah.
You won't.
We still got to get kids meals.
that. What? We're still doing
They
that?
won't.
Yes!
No one else will understand.
We will get kids meals.
Apparently, we're getting kids' meals.
Yes, we are.
And
Because
McFlurry.
Mama Corey has decided.
Yes, Mama Corey must feed their kids even though we just had really good sushi. I don't know what I'm going to animate for that.
Good.
Have fun.
Figure.
You
All
have
right.
24 hours.
So next question. How is college life? We're not in school.
I don't want to talk about it.
I can talk about it. I have a cat.
He's got
I
a good
wish I
one.
You
had.
do got a cat.
Yeah.
Good question. I bet they were hoping for like some cool stories, but I really just don't got anything.
I don't do much at college besides work.
I go to class and I go home.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go to clubs.
I go to class. I go to clinical. I work on the weekend.
Yeah, because somewhere here is getting a medical degree.
Hey.
Yeah, that's just a lot. and I respect you so
You
much
make
for
it
going
sound
through
fancy. It's a nursing degree.
it. I know, but like that's a lot of work.
All life is making things sound fancy.
Yeah,
So why not take
like saying
advantage
grilled,
of it?
like instead of saying
Sure,
grilled
I'm
cheese, say
getting a
grilled-
medical degree.
yeah. Instead of saying grilled cheese, you say grilled cheese melt, and that adds a little bit of flavor.
No, it doesn't.
How not?
Because a grilled
another
cheese is a
word.
grilled cheese.
Yeah, but it's a
But
melt.
a grilled cheese isn't a melt.
What if you put more cheese on it?
Then it's a grilled cheese.
Yeah, move on.
All right, moving on to this is actually one I have an answer. I don't know about anyone else. Best film of 2019. I know my answer.
I haven't seen what I would say it would be. And there's one movie that I haven't seen I'd like to see, but I can't say because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, what film would you be interested in seeing?
Klaus.
Klaus is incredible.
Do not spoil. I really want to see it. I'm going in blind.
I will say that I hope that it sparks interest in going back to 2D animation, especially because the engine that they use for the animation and stuff, because
It's easy
everything
to
is
use.
2D.
It's easy to use.
It's not even that. It's the shading on the characters and the lighting makes you think that it's a 3D model.
It's done
not.
by computer.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's absolutely mind-blowing, the technology that exists, and seeing the detail that you can get on that. Like now, like
The characters
hell,
are all 2D.
it's incredible. This is like Klaus is going to be like a new holiday classic. This will be a new one that will be on for years to come, because it's literally, I don't like holiday films. I don't like a whole lot of them. There's only a handful that I really am okay with. That film went past all of my expectations. Highly recommend watching it. Absolutely fantastic.
That's what I was. What would you say the movie?
My personal favorite, it was late to the game, but I can understand why. Because it needed hype to be built. Because trying to pass a film with an actor who traditionally does a lot of comedies and a lot of just generally like lighthearted films, trying to have him be put on a pedestal for the film and be portrayed as a scummy, low-life businessman whose only concern is getting the biggest profit in the end, no matter what it takes. That would have been really hard to like advertise if you just threw it out there like during the summer. Uncut Gems is the best film I've seen of last decade. It proves to me that Adam Sandler needs to do more serious films. His acting is phenomenal. If he doesn't get an Oscar, he gets snuffed. I will say that right now. And just the film, like, Jake, you've seen it with me.
Yeah.
You can just agree where it's like the film just shows him going deeper and deeper and deeper into a situation that he has so many opportunities to get out of. But he's so desperate to make as much money as he can, he sinks lower and lower and lower, screwing over friends, family, like ruining his relationships, just because he knows he could make a little more cash. The way that it's filmed, it like uses a lot of handheld camera work. Like it doesn't
that's
use like
cool.
steady things. So when things are really hitting the fan and you can tell that Adam's character in the film, his name is Howard. Anytime Howard's going through a lot, the camera's equally as shaky. It's a direct extension of his psyche. And
That's really cool.
for anyone who's still on the fence with seeing the film, because I know a few of my friends have said like they see the ads everywhere, they don't really want to see it because it's annoying. There is a scene in the film where Adam Sandler beats up, you know, The Weeknd, like that singer?
Yeah.
He beats up The Weeknd to Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar. And it's one of my favorite sequences in the whole film. It's mind-boggling to think that the guy who did Grown Ups 2, Pixels, and Bedtime Stories,
And Jack and Jill.
and Jack and Jill, one of the worst films I've ever seen,
Yeah, that wasn't great.
how he has created just this incredible portrayal of a man that's way too in over his head. Highly, highly recommend seeing this film. If you want to ever see it, like during the time that you're still here for break, I will sit in the movie theater and watch it with you. I will be silent. I will let you experience it the way that I did. Because it's one of those films where the first time you watch it is integral because you just...
It is the most impactful time.
It is the most impactful. I have a video, I might throw it in right here, where I got like a jump reaction of how everyone felt like as the credits were rolling. I was like, so how did everyone feel about Uncut Gems? And I just pan over to Tim and Rocco and they have their head in their hands, just like, what? Just like
I don't even
freaking
remember
out.
how I reacted.
You just went...
Oh, right, because I knew you were recording.
Yeah. I'll try to sync it up to that. But fantastic film. Highly, highly, highly recommend. But yeah, out of... Well, actually, Ethan, Faith, since you said that like the film where you're just like your favorite film of last year, like you feel like it would be Klaus, but you don't really know.
Because I haven't seen it.
Out of all the films that you sort of like watched though, which one was like the most notable? Which one like rises to the top as something that you would say this is something that you could look back and really get an idea of like 2019? Faith?
I don't know. I'm thinking here.
I
I
genuinely...
think I'm looking back and realizing I haven't been to the theater much.
Same here.
this year.
It's not even like for
No, I mean,
theaters
like,
things. Like,
I-
say you found something on Netflix, Hulu,
I-
anything like that.
I haven't watched that much from like 2019.
Damn.
I'm
I really
kind-
didn't watch a lot of movies.
I watched so many reruns of House.
So
I'm-
House.
I'm kind of the same way because like I didn't see as many like movies or TV shows as I wanted to.
Yeah,
I
me.
will give an honorable mention for something that came out in 2018 that I didn't know about until 2019.
What was it?
It is called, I just, like, refound it. They Shall Not Grow Old by Peter Jackson.
I haven't heard of it.
Peter Jackson took World War I film footage and remastered it with color, sound, and, like, full resolution.
Damn.
And not only is it interesting from like a story perspective to see like these pretty much random takes from World War One, but like the production is actually insane. Like one little fact about it is because they had to dub in all of the audio for it. And so what they would do is they would just take someone and be like, you see this guy in the background? Follow him. And just copy whatever sounds you think he makes for every individual person.
I feel bad for
For
the
every
Foley artists.
individual footstep, every individual laugh, chuckle, because they gave them all voices. And what makes it even harder is like back in like World War One time, cameras were new, so everyone who saw a camera wanted to be seen on that camera and treated it like some precious thing. It would act for it, so they would have to copy all of the sounds they think they would make. And it is insane to see like what they did with all of that film.
I
That's
would
insane.
love to
That
see
sounds so
that.
good.
It is actually beautiful, and because they made it almost like photorealistic with how much they've like remastered it, it's actually really gritty and brutal because it is like actual like
Footage.
film from war, and you get to see that colorized and remastered.
That was one of the big things too about that war is that was one of the first wars where it like
was
Had video.
broadcast.
there was broadcasted
Yeah,
and then
to
like
end. Yeah.
then Vietnam was when it was all in color. And that
Yeah.
like added another layer of realism
Mhm.
to it. Which I imagine that is kind of a difficult watch. I do want to say one like quick honorable mention before you get into like your like number one film for 2019. Honorable mention to Jojo Rabbit for making me laugh
Yep.
at Hitler.
Yeah.
So Jojo Rabbit is a coming-of-age tale about a kid in Nazi Germany whose
Oh, that's
imaginary
gross.
friend is, do you know Taika Waititi, I think is his name?
He did Thor Ragnarok.
He was the director of Ragnarok. He did Hunt for the Wilder People. What other films has he done?
I don't remember what other films that he's done, but like the premise of that movie is it's like this kid in like he's in Nazi
Yeah,
Germany,
Nazi
right?
Germany. He's
His ima-
studying to be like a
And
Nazi.
his imaginary
He's in
friend
the Hitler Youth, right? And he's
Yeah.
like,
his imaginary friend is Hitler, but because it's in this like what is he like 8 years old?
He's
let's
like
say?
8 or 9.
Because it's from this 8-year-old's mind, it's Hitler basically as an 8-year-old. But
And
a full-grown man acting
my
like
God.
an 8-year-old.
it's so funny.
And isn't it like, I think in the story, like, the guy's, like, best friend is, like, a Jewish girl, I think.
Yes, he meets a Jewish girl who he becomes best friends with,
So
and he
you
has this,
see-
like, internal conflict about
Yeah.
what he's doing.
With an 8-year-old Hitler, basically.
Yeah, like, there's this
As
one
he's
thing
conscious.
where they're eating dinner, and Hitler has just this crazy meal
Yeah.
in front of him, and Jojo just has this tiny little, like,
Mm-hmm.
like, whatever thing. It's... The colors that are in it are fantastic. Scarlett Johansson's in that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and she does a really good job.
Yeah.
All of the actors, especially the kids. The
Oh,
kids
yeah.
did a fantastic job. I didn't expect them to be as good as they were.
Mm-hmm.
But highly recommend that if you're looking for something that's like... Best way I can describe, again, the movie. Wholesome Hitler. It's weird to say that,
Yeah.
but it's true.
Because it is Hitler in the mind of an 8-year-old.
Yeah. Which, again, innocence. But
Yeah.
what was your number one film?
Uncut Gems. I will give another mention to The Report.
The Report, I didn't get to see it. I wanted to see it.
The Report is a movie that I did not see the entirety of because I was watching it with my family during dinner and my parents could not handle how gritty it is. It is a super serious film and they show like what pretty much looks like actual torture.
So it wasn't like,
Like
a
it barely
family,
looks like acting.
Damn.
wasn't like,
Like
a
you
family
have to be
movie.
ready to watch it.
You'll have to send me this film.
Like I
It
won't
sounds good.
I won't describe it, but like they show the entirety of a man getting waterboard. Like through the entire time, no cuts, just the entire thing while the guys waterboarding are like counting slowly. Emptying like an entire jug.
That's fucking intense.
Like you have to be ready to watch it, but it is so beautiful because of how like gritty it is, which is something I am a bit of a slut for.
That's kind of like that reminds me of the opening shot for Uncut Gems. How like I was just not prepared.
It's the exact same way.
I just was not prepared to see like what happened to that person.
Like you are not ready for it.
yeah, no, we're just like hard cut to that. I will say if we go and see it while you guys are here, there's a little blood in the very beginning.
I'm fine with that.
It involves a leg.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, just let Ethan know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, hon.
yeah, it's
Hi.
it's not too bad. It's only on screen for like 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and literally there is like minimal blood throughout the rest of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, that was a really good discussion. It's almost like we have a podcast.
Did you say you were?
My best movie? I don't know. I feel like my whole year was described by what Corey said. I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Didn't get around to it.
Mm.
It's good.
Well, what's just like a film that you could recommend just from anything? Just like something that you really enjoy.
Let's see. I liked the final Star Wars movie more than I thought I would.
I haven't seen it yet.
I did not have my hopes up
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really upset about the second movie. I just really feel like it didn't do it justice. I felt like it was a whole waste of a movie. Even though it was shot very well, but I felt like it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I definitely feel like the second movie, like again, I know they switched like directors, writers, that whole thing.
Yeah.
There are certain things that they wanted to do with the second film and set up certain things. Like they were trying to set up a lot of stuff, but it just like it was so many balls that they were trying to juggle that it was inevitable that one of them were gonna fall.
Yeah, I felt like they had, for the third movie they set up, like, the rest of the movie was pretty good, but the first, like, 20 minutes or so just had to be complete setup for the new direction they were going. And they had to re-explain all of these other elements to all make it make sense.
Yeah, which made it kind of feel like maybe convoluted.
Yeah, like, some parts of it I didn't really connect. Or I'm like, I don't really feel shocked by it. But, I mean, I guess the originals will always be better.
Well, yeah. I mean, because nostalgia. Nostalgia is a big thing.
Yeah, like it's never gonna be. It's never gonna be as good. Cause I remember growing up watching those, so it's like.
Yeah. All right. So, ready to move on to the next question?
I'd say so.
I'm ready.
We're doing things. I gotta check.
Hit me!
Wow, we are at 40 minutes.
One more time.
We are almost at 40 minutes.
We
That's
got
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah. So, all right.
Spice.
Opinions on the current Game Grumps controversy.
I don't.
There's a Game Gum.
Game Gabagoo.
I'm with Jake.
So,
I'm
this was back in
Yeah.
December. It was, if I remember correctly, it was because they were trying to make an ARG to like promote this game that they're working on as a company, but they had it under the guise of like this old console that they found that was only released like in Russia or whatever. I forget what it was called, but they were like making this like whole fake mini documentary series of Aaron trying to like get games for it, and then they were also promoting a book that someone from the group wrote, but under a different character. Like Aaron was pretending like, oh, it's like my uncle wants me to promote this book, when really it was something that he wrote. And he was selling it for money. And the big thing with the controversy was a lot of their fans are young. They're very young, very impressionable, and a lot of people were saying you're just lying to these kids about like this stuff in order to sell a product. Which,
It just sounds like they were just doing advertising.
yeah, no, my big
And
thing is
running
that,
with their campaign.
Yeah. yeah, it was advertising. It was obviously like an
That's a very
ARG.
roundabout way to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what an ARG is.
Yeah.
ARGs are just like.
I mean, like, which part are people calling out as like the false advertising? Is it the fact that like he said it was like his uncle?
Yeah. It's the fact that he said that it was his uncle's, made a separate Twitter account where he plays the uncle, how it's on the Amazon marketplace under his like uncle's name, like that kind of thing. And
Well, that's just the same as having a pen name.
yeah, no, that's that's another
Like,
thing.
it's just like a different name, but yeah.
Like, I understand the fear where it's like, you know, a lot of young kids will follow their channel. Like, I grew up watching Game Grumps when I was younger. I don't really watch them anymore because they changed the format way too much, in my opinion. But in the time that I watched them, like when there was things where it was like, oh, we're releasing a shirt, it was an ad that was obviously like, we are making a shirt.
Yeah.
Whereas with the videos for the games that they were like showing off for this fake console, they didn't say flat out that it was their game until like the very, very end. And so like it was just kind of a weird thing. I don't know. Again, I agree with the idea that's just for
I would
advertising.
say it's in bad taste to have an ARG have like a pay to win system basically, because you need to buy the book for it.
Yeah.
But like other than that poor choice, I don't think there's anything particularly wrong.
They're not trying. It doesn't sound like they're attempting to be malicious. It
And
like,
I wouldn't-
seems like they're just trying to commit to their advertising.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the full thing about it.
Yeah. I'm just pulling from what I remember. If anything, I might like be able to find a bit more of a concise kind of summary of it, or be able to find one and put it right here. But
Bam!
yeah,
Hot stuff right there.
yeah. Other than
Kiss it.
that, but
Lick it.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
What, also flapping his foot?
No, you licking your lips in my general
Fine.
direction.
You want to move on then?
Yes, actually, because Ethan's still looking at me like that. I don't like it.
When your child's
All
favorite
right.
YouTube celebrity is a secret racist.
What?
Oh, sorry about that.
What are you
Moving on.
17?
Oh, are you talking about like?
Oh, Game Grump scandals.
Oh yeah, because Aaron said the N-word back like early 2010s. I think.
Why is that one of the first things that comes up?
Oh, because literally there are so many controversies around Game Grumps.
The Verge.
That's why they're like so terrified to like do anything out of line. That's why they changed their format to be so kid friendly. Meanwhile, you go back to like when they started, and they were angry, they were crass, like Aaron and John. Like, oh, obviously there's a different host now, and so there's like a different program. But like, the thing that made the channel like work and made the channel like fun to watch was having the opposition from both sides. One person loves games and wants to approach them analytically. The other person just wants to brute force their way through it. And so those combatant personalities was perfect. Right now, the way that the show is, it's the person who just wants to brute force their way through games and the other person who just supports them.
And the Jew.
Yeah, that's the person that supports them.
Support.
But like, because it's less backseat gaming and more just like two people just just hanging out. Like instead of having like actual arguments that like had valid points and stuff, it would be like Aaron just goes like I don't like this thing in the game, and Danny just goes, yeah, it sucks, and that's it. Like that's the extent of the commentary, and it's
I
just
feel
cool.
like Game Grumps is kind of people you watch not for the game, but for like the stories they tell during the games.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will say Danny tells very good stories.
They're really fun.
They're
Like,
really
I don't-
funny stories too.
I don't watch a lot of Game Grumps, but what I will watch are like the compilations of like
They're funny stories.
of oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? Dan, of him like telling stories of like his father.
Yeah, everything that has to do with Avi. Yeah.
Him with
If
pop
you play
brownies.
this,
So I had the
yeah,
munchies,
yeah.
but I did pop brownies with it. So I ate another one.
Exactly.
And then I ate another one. And another one, because then I ate one, I got the munchies again, so I just get hungry.
Yeah.
So I just eat another one. I had that for like 3 days, just eating pot brownies. I
Yeah.
don't know what to tell you.
I
I was high as a kite.
I enjoy their stories and a lot and everything. And one thing that was great too is that like they aren't afraid to like let the stories overtake episodes. Like my favorite episode of anything that they ever did was the hour-long Wind Waker episode that they did for what's that temple where it's like you play as Makar, like the little root guy. I forget
Grass
what it
Temple. Grass or Wind.
was.
Something like that. I don't know the name.
I don't know.
I don't know the name of the
There was a
temple.
big tree.
yeah.
There was a big tree.
Yeah, it's
But,
like Grass
like-
or Wind or something.
But like,
But anyway.
literally, it was just one of my favorite episodes because they would just go from saying stories to reading the lyrics of "Work Bitch" by Britney Spears just
Yeah.
straight, and it's just like that was fun. That's interesting. But the thing is that a lot of their episodes recently have just been Aaron makes fart joke, Dan laughs. That's it.
You kids have no class.
That's why I just kind of stopped watching them. I mean, like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers also get stuck in those pits where it's like trying to appeal to a very particular audience to the point where they isolate some of the people that
Older.
they
And, like,
like.
to
They
be
appeal
fair-
the younger to
To be fair, it's not really helped with like Kappa going around.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
with
Not
literally
gonna-
like
Yeah.
All animation is child friendly, so any animator.
yeah,
Hi. I'm like,
yeah, no,
I know
literally,
animators who make like rated R stuff that should not be seen by a child, and they flag it.
yeah,
There's a music video on YouTube that's like borderline X.
yeah,
Borderline.
literally,
That one wasn't that.
Miracle?
Yeah, that's fine.
There's just a lot of actual depictions of
like I'll put it this way:
Sexual
there
content.
is straight
there's
up
on-screen
okay.
sex, and that is straight up.
There
like,
is straight up porn
I
on the
remember that.
platform under
This is why the
specific
music
like
video.
terms.
Mhm.
Like Ethan, do you know about that?
What?
There is straight up porn on the platform under specific search terms, and yet animators are getting flagged more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Because kids watch animations.
yeah, and yet there's legitimate pornography on the platform.
Even though, let's not
That,
forget,
like-
there's a specific YouTube for kids
Yeah.
made by YouTube.
Yeah, and if you were and like, but the problem is that this is the big problem when it comes to kids YouTube. If you say that this video is made for kids, good luck getting any revenue from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It cuts all the ads. It cuts everything that would help makes anything sustainable. So that would lead a lot of people to need to do sponsorships and put those in videos, which also can get you struck down if your videos were kids, because then you're trying to sell something to children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, so nobody wins. It's
There's no way to make money for the kids.
my big thing is
For
that I would
kids.
love to see a new platform come up that can rival YouTube and have it be just a better system. I know
YouTube
it's
is
gonna-
kind of a monopoly on that.
well, because of Google, and that's the thing is that I just want to see someone create a platform that just allows content to flow, allows things to. Jake,
He stole the paper for all the questions.
we're getting a good way through it. I've been going from the bottom to the top.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because I saw the.
Why
Because
would-
literally,
for a second, I'm
why
like,
would
oh
I
my God,
ask?
we're almost done with the question.
Why would
Oh
I
my
ask
God.
the Ethan episode question at the very end?
You could have just started at the bottom and then just gone back to the top.
Jake,
I'm looking.
I'm what?
You were talking, so I wanted to read.
Okay, whatever. Favorite song for the holidays?
Oh god, I know it. I don't know the name of it.
I like Gasolina. That really gets my grind on. Anybody else?
Nah.
And there goes our monetization.
This This Christmas, I'll Burn It to the Ground by... I don't remember who it's by.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a really weird song. You know what Christmas song I think is my favorite of all the generic ones?
What?
I never remember the name of it. I think it's like Ode of something. It's like the more like orchestral one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That will be in like commercials and stuff. Like that, I think is my
What
favorite.
like the
No,
Christmas tree?
that's-
No.
That's
It has
Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum.
it has that beat of like da, 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 da.
Oh,
Oh!
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
That
Oh,
one,
that's
yes.
that's
that one.
Carol
That's
the
very
Bells.
great.
Yes,
Carol
that's
the
what it
Bells.
is. That one I
Yeah.
think is my favorite.
It's funny
That
because
I think I'm the only one that actually likes a very traditional Christmas song.
Which one?
Oh god. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh,
Specifically, like, one of the more original versions.
I thought you were
Yes.
going to say Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Nah, I like that one too, but that's not it.
Yeah.
I do like Idina Menzel's Christmas album.
okay, my legitimate answer when it comes to Christmas songs is Christmas songs are incredibly hit or miss for me because of just like my family is the type where they start playing Christmas music on November 1st and I can't get into the vibe of that.
That's fair.
And so the Christmas songs that I really like, Christmas Ain't the Same by Skyel. I don't know if you know that song. It's very fun and bubbly. It gives me like the same vibe of like the Ariana Grande Christmas song.
Which one?
What the Santa tell me if you're really there. That. It's like that kind of same song, and the whole song is just like literally the Skyel song is like just another mistletoe that I can't stand because I'm on my own, like that kind of thing, where it's just her hating the distance between her and whoever she's with. Also, there is a dubstep version of Carol the Bells called Carol of the Cartels, and it's one of my favorite songs off of this Christmas album. It's from the Monstercat Christmas album, and it's by this guy named Boss Fight, who I've been a fan of since he made music on Newgrounds, if you remember that, Ethan.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he used to make chiptune music, and now he makes like dubstep music for like these huge concerts, and it's like, I'm so proud of him. I don't like how he's looking at me.
Oswald?
I don't like how Oswald's looking
for all
at
I
me.
want for Christmas is you.
That's
That's
no,
fair.
no.
Mariah Carey's a
That's
fucking
really good
bitch.
song.
Mariah Carey's a bitch, and I hate her.
She is.
She can't
But-
sing anymore.
She cannot. But when that song comes on for the first time in the season,
All
But you get a little
When that
excited.
song comes on the first time in the
Is
season,
you.
I switch the goddamn
You
station.
ever heard of the Tractors?
I just don't enjoy Mariah
Does
Carey.
anyone know who the Tractors are?
I
Oh my
know
God.
John Deere.
No, there's a band that nobody knows called the Tractors, and they have a country Christmas album that my mom has played every single year since we were little kids.
I'm sorry.
And I know them all by heart now, but nobody knows what they are.
Well, yeah, no, that's the same way that I felt about, like, Glass Towers, my favorite band, where it's literally just some tiny Australian indie rock outlet that nobody knows of.
Oh my
And
god,
I listened to when I was little, but
my family and I my parents tried to play Rock Christmas on their phone in the car. And the first song that came up, I don't know what band it was from, but it was called the Stalking Song. And the whole thing was a dead-on-the-nose euphemism for sex. So much so we had to turn it off in 30 seconds.
I'm not
It was
surprised.
like, I'm gonna fill your stocking so tight. Da-na-na.
I didn't know what that. That's what a guitar
Air
looks
guitar!
like. Just
I had to add the sound. Lead.
yeah, no, you're just doing this, and then just it's
Sorry,
silence.
no one could hear it.
Okay, so what Faith was doing is that she was doing like the air strumming for like air guitar,
But I
didn't
forgot
make
the sound.
didn't make any noise. So like just like a normal guitar, there's a slight delay where you're like
Yeah.
playing- Exactly.
You know what song I don't like from the Christmas season?
What?
Simply have a
That song
wonderful
where it goes
Christmas
where the
time.
synth just goes bam,
That sounds like Little Drummer Boy. That
Like,
song
I
can
can't
fuck off.
hear that song and not hear... It sounds like when they're singing it, they are having the worst time ever, and they're being forced to sing it over and over.
There's this one Christmas song that played all the time at work. Because I was working like Black Friday and stuff, and that's when they started like all the
Yeah.
Christmas music.
Yeah.
And like, literally, there's just this one song that's just so goddamn awful. It's just this guy who's like, friends are here, time for cheer, it's everyone at Christmas time. It's just that with like the most generic guitar riffs you could think of.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
awful.
you know when a band is about to split or they're phoning it in if they make a Christmas album. If they make a Christmas album, that means that they need to pay for lunch that day and they didn't have enough 20s. That's what it means.
There you go.
Because literally, I haven't met anyone who makes music that willingly wants to make Christmas stuff. Because there's just it's such a just inflated market of just bullshit. Like everyone has like the core like artists that they go to. Why add to that stockpile? That's just like, unless you can like make one that I could love and like not realize it's about Christmas until the end. I don't know.
Still gives you that same.
Yeah, where it still gives you.
cheery
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah. I just like that's the thing. Christmas doesn't have hype music. It's always just like lazy kind of like carol type stuff. I need to thrash.
Christmas in Hollywood. Santa's back up in the hood.
No!
Under the mistletoe. That's fuck.
You know what?
That's Hollywood Undead. It's Christmas in Hollywood. It's a terrible song.
Dude,
Fuck yourself
there's also
under the
another.
mistletoe.
There's another song
Get out of here.
that's called.
Get out of here. You're
there's
not
an-
from the hood.
There's another song that played at work that
White
literally,
Hell.
I think Lizzo was on it. I don't know if it was Lizzo or not, but it literally just goes, it's like, so what you gonna get, huh, for Christmas? And it's just like, at one point she's just like, well, I forget who it was, like, I forget who the lady is, but she, for the number one thing, you know how it's like a partridge in the pear tree?
Yeah.
She goes, and a man with a lot of money. And I'm just like, this is the worst shit I've ever heard.
That's so bad.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, we got 2 questions left.
Okay.
One of them is more of a statement. And normally, I don't say who sends these questions. I usually keep it anonymous. But I want to give a shout out for this one, because I've been listening to their music for years. Have you ever heard of Two Friends? They
Yeah,
mainly...
we're 2 friends.
Yeah.
But they mainly do like sort of like house music type stuff. I've been a big fan of them since they actually did a remix for Pegboard Nerds back like years ago, which I can actually play on the channel because I have licensing creator license rights. I think. If not, I'll put a message here.
Did you record it or did you play on it?
Hmm?
You record or you play?
Oh no, there's this whole thing that I have with the record label Monstercat where I can use music in
Oh.
videos. We haven't actually taken advantage of that.
Yeah, we haven't because you never told me about that.
Well, we haven't.
You made
Anyways.
me find royalty-free
Anyways,
music.
hey, but it works. Anyways, here's like a little bit of that song because I love these guys. So Two Friends, thank you for just humoring me with this. I don't know if you're watching this or not,
Cut
but
in here for music.
y'all are really cool. So here's a little bit.
Thank you, Zach Galifianakis from Two Ferns.
Damn it.
God.
But like, legit though, I love these guys. But this is what they left. So this is something that you guys can think about, alright?
Okay.
Both concrete and glass are mostly made of sand, which makes skyscrapers just really tall sandcastles.
Wow. Steep.
Poetic. If that's not part of your next single, then I don't know what you're doing,
Then
guys.
What are you doing?
No,
Yeah.
You should make a
Get on
thing.
that.
What is it? Link probably a song like Castle of Glass. Make something like that.
Castle.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's an entirely different song, but I'm like,
Castle of Sand.
Castle of Sand.
Skyscraper.
Towers.
They talk about how you're throwing your
Castle
emotions
Gla-
at someone like
Ca-
sand in their eyes.
Castle of Glass. tower of sand.
Skyscrapers are just castles made of sand that will one day be blown by the winds of time. Soon.
I hope you guys have a notepad right now because this is genius.
Getting fucking deep.
Soon to return to
Feature us.
the void that birthed
I
the
think this is
universe.
a poem.
Imagine, Jake, imagine if they're listening to this and they like were to credit us with like helping to write it. And so it's just like two friends in Pixel Venture podcast.
I don't know why it's become my new thing to speak in like eldritch poems.
It's funny.
Let me speak to you with
Like
some
the
with
other
some
day,
divine
you
patronage.
asked me, like, we were all talking about like getting together, and you asked me about like, oh, we should see like, you know, when Ethan's going to be free, and I said, is anyone ever free from the cycle of man?
And I was like, yeah.
Like, I don't know why I've just started being so like, I don't even know, like, existential.
Yeah, I was very confused. I was like, just Jake going through some shit. like why do
that's
you need so
me
existential?
as like a joke, but it is just super existential and out of nowhere.
But y'all, last question, and we're at an hour. We're talking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad because usually I like to do like a strain of what was it called?
Lightning round. Wait, no, not that.
We can't do a wait. You know what?
Oh.
We could. But actually, we'll do it
I'm
after
down.
this question.
Anyway, what about your stream
Alright.
of consciousness?
Yeah, usually I like the podcast to be stream of consciousness, but we had a bunch of questions to catch up on.
Yeah.
So yeah, and these two are looking a little tired. We'll sleep.
it's-
No, I saw you in my eye.
It's okay.
I actually
You
saw something in my
Some
eye.
of your eye,
can,
which
you
is
can say
sleep.
that it's just
No.
me. It's
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
I'm tired, guys.
It's been
I
a day.
admit
It's been a day.
it. I admit it.
But
Seen some shit today. Nasty feet.
I don't want to talk about it. I have to edit this later. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But hey, this is the last question. And this one, I feel like there's the right answer. Do you face the shower head when you take a shower? Need to win a bet.
Depends. When I enter
Explain.
or during. 'Cause during the shower, I spin around.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll say
I
when
face
you
away
enter.
from practicality towards if I just want to be warm.
Jake.
I face away from the shower head.
When I enter,
Fucking idiot!
when I enter, I face the shower, and then I must do spins to get my whole body.
Well, yes, you do spins, but when you enter, you want the water in your face.
Yes.
Because then you're
'Cause
like
it goes-
able to clean.
It
'cause-
comes down as an angle. If you get your hair wet.
Yeah, you get your
And
hair wet,
then
and
you start
it goes down between your butt crack, and it feels
you can
kind of
get
good.
your
No, it
hair
doesn't get your
wet
butt
when
crack
you
because you're
face-
facing it.
But no, because it goes down your shoulders.
But like you can say it's the exact same argument if you face away from the
Yeah,
shower
because it hits
head.
the back of your head.
Yeah,
If
you
you-
just go over
just
your
depends
shoulder.
But then you
how
don't
you
clean your
stand.
face.
You can
Comes down from
rotate
your-
in the shower.
Yes, but when you get in, it's nice to get that initial hit of just like nice and warm. Because then you stay warm.
Hello? I take cold showers.
Why would you take cold showers?
Because they're good.
But hot kills
Okay,
bacteria.
no. I do see what you're saying. On a very hot day, taking a cool shower is like cold but cool. I get it.
Cold showers are actually. I say this very confidently when there's someone technically in the medical field right over there.
Faith can confirm it.
I've heard that cold showers are supposed to be good because not only do they shock the body to help you wake up in the morning, but it's also better for your pores, theoretically.
I mean, it does close your pores.
Exactly.
It tightens them. Sometimes it's nice to start with hot, and then if you wash your face, then use the cold water to close your pores, and it helps keep your hair shiny.
Literally, you can just get fucking like conditioner to help with that.
Conditioner is bad for your hair.
No?
Are you sure?
Yes.
It depends on your hair
But I want to
type.
be right.
Conditioners? What are you talking about, Jake?
Shampoo's supposed to be like bad for your hair.
2-in-1 is supposed to be bad.
Shampoo dries out your hair.
That's supposed to be
Right.
bad, but in general, most shampoos are supposed to be
You use
damaging.
You use shampoo every other day, condition every day.
Really? I
Yeah.
shampoo and condition every day.
Like the whole idea with like okay,
Well,
certain
technically,
Just 'cause
okay,
my hair's
what-
straight
supposed to
and
even
it's
shower
not
every
curly,
day.
so
what
it gets
shampoo? Okay,
greasy.
what shampoo do you use? because there are some that literally will dry out your scalp.
Old Spice.
Head and Shoulders, Old Spice, and Dove are the worst ones for your hair.
Pantene Volumizer.
I only literally wash my hair, I think, like once every 3 days or something, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I use Paul Mitchell because it makes my hair nice and soft, and they have a conditioner called Detangler, and as someone with very curly hair, that helps so much. Especially when, like, I want to keep it a little bit long. Because otherwise, if I don't use that, I can't run my hands through my hair like this. I have to, like it's just a knot. Yeah, it's just a knot. But, like, with the conditioner, it helps so much.
Well, that's nice.
Also, Jake, as someone who worked retail, I need to make sure that I smelled great and looked good every single day. So I had to constantly shower.
Yeah. But you do, what is it? You can shower every day, but not wash your hair.
Okay, I will agree that I've done days where I don't need to wash my hair.
There you go.
But I always like to try to wash my face, so sometimes it gets a little wet.
Yeah, but isn't it wet? But if you put nothing in it, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like going for a swim. It doesn't damage your hair to go for a swim. It damages your hair to put
Again,
soap in it.
I just like I feel like it's different for me too, because it's just like having curly hair. Because like you have very straight hair, and Jake has like long wavy hair, and it's like I just have a very bunched up knot that I gotta deal with on a daily basis. And that, like, just throws me off. But, yeah. I mean, unless y'all want to talk about anything more, I think Faith's just kind of like...
Hey, I can keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Ready. I am ready to go.
I mean, it's cool because we're ending the podcast now, but, like...
Have you heard of a brand called Dr. Squatch?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have!
Yes, I have.
What is your opinion on it? Have you used it or no? Are you just saying?
I want to, because I can't find a problem with them. But
I've heard nothing but good things.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Well, that makes me skeptical.
I heard their beard oil is really good too.
Exactly.
Yes.
I need that.
So-
I've got one of those.
Beard oil is pretty hot. I just got some.
Also, hey Jake,
I just
question.
do all those commercials.
What if I update your head with glasses this episode?
I mean, if it looks good,
Yeah.
you said last time it didn't because I'm an ugly disgrace. But
I
if you
never
can make it
fucking
work-
said that, Jake.
But if you can make it work, that's
Jake,
fine.
Jake,
Look, I'm
you're my
fun.
friend. No, you look fine.
Who wants to smell like pine tar?
Dr.
Pine tar smells really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Squatch is like... isn't there a thing like... It's
I
like
can't tell.
Isn't
if
there a
they're
thing like, hey, you want to smell like a real man?
Yeah.
I can't tell if they're
Smell like you're
masculine.
straight out of nature, like cutting wood type man? They
Like-
get this.
Ooh,
Like-
a rum soap?
Like, I can't tell if their masculinity is, like, what would be considered toxic or not. Because it just sounds good to me.
No,
Yeah,
it's
like, it
it's
doesn't
not.
sound bad.
It's just these guys that are trying to like sell soap, and they're just like,
You know what's
they're like,
funny? They
let's
also
just
have,
heavily
they
market.
also have the another entire thing they're running, which is their glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also
Or-
have scented candles.
The glasses with, like, they're like...
They have bottle cap openers in there that's made of like titanium,
Yeah.
and they literally are like, yeah. By the way, these glasses never break. Pop
Yeah.
in balls with them. You're
If
like,
they break, send them back.
Basil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep sea goat.
I appreciate people who are that like.
I
confident
also
about it.
really enjoyed their ad campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because
also,
it's like just when
like,
you
they're
walk in, like,
actually
hey,
fun.
you want to be awesome? Put these on. Looks on great on your face, on my face, on her face, on his
They
face.
literally have an
great.
entire section for, like, the Dr. Squatch, like, we got you. You want this?
We got you.
Yeah.
You want this?
Delicious
We
freak.
got
That's
you.
why, like,
Yeah.
okay, that's also why I love brands like Flex
Gold
Seal.
moss, pine tar.
Like,
Yeah.
like Phil Swift is one of the best businessmen of our time because
Oh.
literally he understands the ridiculousness that he can do with his ads. And the thing
we
is, though,
fire
is
a
that
cannon through this. Oh
They-
wait, I sealed it up with this,
Yeah.
and it still floats.
they literally like the thing is that not only is it crazy good advertising, but the product works.
Yeah.
It really works. Like I've used it myself. Like we had holes like in our shower actually of like in the tub that were like really bad
Oh,
because
yeah.
like it was leaking through. We threw some flex tape on there before we could get it officially repaired. Worked like a charm. Like completely waterproof. Completely worked. And then we made a boat out of it and we took it on the river. And like
Oh
In
really?
shark-infested waters.
yeah, dude. Have you seen the behind the scenes of him with the glass boat in the shark waters?
No.
He almost crashes it into the film like
Oh
boat,
my god.
and like everyone gets terrified because of it, like that, because they're just like he's not wearing any gear. He could just fall in with sharks. He's an Italian man, like just like
He's an Italian
He's
man.
Italian?
I think he's Italian. Is he Italian? Is that an assumption?
That might be an assumption.
I don't know. He
I
gives
know-
me a tortellini
I'm pretty
vibe.
sure Swift is Italian.
What if it was like?
Swifty.
Wait, say Swift, but put your hand like this.
His Swiftolini.
Yes, there. See?
Yeah, you guys put this now in the thing.
Yeah, we'll all have little like hands. But anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Pixel Venture.
Pretty hot. Pixel Manager Podcast. My name's Ethan.
I'm Faith.
Court's not long.
I've been Jake. You're gonna have to balance that.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it ride.
Alright.
And I've been Corey, and we'll see you next week with the normal type of episode.
Sure.
Pretty hot.